Zachary Reiner, 25065, violation of community control. First violation, failed to report June 2nd and June 9th. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
May 15th, moved from Paynesville, and you did not update your address with probation. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Phone call May 30th, you admitted you were in Akron without the permission of your probation officer. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
June 26th, positive urine sample for marijuana. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mulkey, what's he want to do?
Thank you, Your Honor. I've explained my client's right to an initial hearing as well as a final dispositional hearing, and my client desires to waive both of those hearings and proceed to disposition. Thank you.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
Accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Took you like 2-3 weeks to violate after you were here. Why?
Initially, I got out, and it was just a snowball of more problems that I caused for myself, and I tried to regain as much as I could to control the situation, and I failed at that. So I got out and was evicted, which was the first thing. Lost my car, which was a problem. I had to take out a loan to get that back, which was another issue, which then put a hindrance on me trying to be able to find work, seeing how I was homeless, which then kind of just snowballed into more problems, which I caused for myself.
What are you doing in Akron?
It was the only place I could find short-term to have somewhere to live that was somewhat stable. I'm not from here, and I don't have family here, and I don't have friends to help, so.
Okay. Why didn't you tell Megan that you had to move to Akron because you had nowhere to go, you don't know nobody here, and those are the only people you know?
Initially, I panicked, to be honest. I'm just an idiot.
Okay, well, that's no excuse.
It's
Being an
not.
idiot is not an excuse for not talking to your probation officer.
Agreed.
Okay? So it's not like you've had no involvement with the criminal justice system, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but yes.
Okay, well,
I've done probation, and I've been through this before. I understand how it works. I made a mistake, and I want to be able to give the opportunity to prove that I can do it correctly.
okay. I mean, I didn't give you that much to do, right? I told you to do the decision points program. You showed up twice and didn't show up after that. I told you to get a dual diagnosis evaluation and to work. 3 things I told you to do, and you didn't do any of them.
The dual diagnosis thing, I had no insurance. Then Megan informed me that I should go to the, I forget the name of it, the Family Public Health Service. I went there, did the initial paperwork, and then was waiting to hear back to be able to get on the emergency insurance or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. I was hoping to be able to get a job within 30 days and have insurance, but me and Megan spoke about that. She told me to try to get it done as soon as I could, so I was making steps to move forward with that.
Making steps to move forward.
With the
That
family.
sounds like it's not moving forward. It's planning to move forward.
No.
Planning to move forward is not moving forward.
Well, with everything else going on and being homeless, I needed to get that stabilized first. And
Why
once
are
I
you
was-
34 years old and homeless?
not from Ohio, and I moved here to be with my kids, and that ended up backfiring on me. And
They don't have any jobs in Ohio?
no, they do. I can get a job. That's not a problem.
Well, then get one.
Well, being homeless and not having my car, I needed to figure out the car and the house, and then
Okay.
the license followed. So I was working on it.
All right. How did you survive 34 years without having any skills that you're professing not to have as you sit here today? How have you made it this far?
I'm a great worker, and I always have a job. This is the longest I haven't had a job in 20 years.
Where were you living before you became homeless?
In Paynesville at
Why
Cobblestone.
did you become homeless?
Because during the time that I was in here, I didn't pay rent because I was in here. So
Okay, why were you in here?
Because I'm an idiot and got caught with.
Okay, stop telling me that you're an idiot.
Sorry.
You're not in here, it's not against the law to be an idiot, or else 3/4 of the population would be in that jail, okay? All right, why were you in jail?
Because I made a mistake.
What mistake did you make?
Possessing something that I shouldn't have been hold of.
Why did you possess something you shouldn't have been a hold of?
Because I wasn't
you wanted to
thinking-
get high. No, what? It's not that. Tell me what it was then.
Yes, agreed, sir.
What?
I mean, I used it as medication to help my anxiety and depression.
Okay, it wasn't your medication, right?
It was my girlfriend's medication, which she's prescribed.
Okay. But, all right, see, so, how do you know you've got anxiety?
Because I've been to a therapist for years.
Okay. Why didn't you ask that therapist for a prescription for anxiety medication?
I was on anxiety medication.
Then what happened to it?
When I came here, I lost my insurance and I lost all that.
Why did you lose your insurance?
Because I lost my job.
Okay. I thought you were working here.
Before I went to jail, I'm saying. I had a job and insurance all the way until I came here in December.
Okay?
And then I lost my insurance and my job.
Okay.
I was working until the day I got arrested.
Working where?
At Weaver Meats in Painesville.
For how long had you been working there?
6 months. And before that, I was at Alloy Bellows and Mentor for 2.5 years straight.
And you didn't have insurance? When did you lose your insurance?
When I came to jail
Okay.
and got fired and lost my job.
All right. But you didn't come to jail until after you got popped for having somebody else's medication?
Yes.
Okay. So where was your medication?
In the car as well. That was part of what I got charged with.
All right. How long have you been trying to bullshit your way out of trouble?
Never.
Okay,
I was in trouble when I was younger. I accepted it, and I'm telling you, I made a mistake, and I'm trying to do the best I can to
Okay.
move forward.
You made a mistake. You went to jail for 96 days. You got out with 3 simple things to do, and not a one of them did you do. So is that another mistake?
No, it was due to the circumstances of being homeless and not having a car at first.
Okay, I'm betting that if you told Megan, look, Megan, I got evicted in Painesville. The only people I know are in Akron. Here's who they are. Here's where the address is. I bet Megan would have said to me, is it okay if he goes there? And I bet I would have said, yeah.
And I agree with
Okay.
you. And I spoke with Megan, and she said,
You didn't speak with Megan until you got arrested.
yes, agreed. And I panicked, and I told Megan that I was like, I knew that I already had messed up. I didn't know what else to do, and I panicked. I know that's no excuse, and that's no reason, but I don't know. I'm trying my best, Your Honor. I really just want the
Well,
opportunity to show you that I
I
can
don't
do
think you're
this.
trying your best.
I
I think you're trying your best, but you ain't trying your best. Where did you work before Weaver Meats?
Alloy Bellows,
Doing what?
CNC operator, programmer, and maintenance technician.
Why did you leave that job?
Due to management, and Weaver Meats gave me a better offer.
A better offer meaning what? More money? For what? To do what?
Maintenance manager,
Where's Weaver Meats?
right here behind the power plant.
So you can make more money doing that than a CNC operator?
Maintenance. Certified electrician. I can do pretty much any machining. I'm very hands-on and I'm good at certain things in life, and I suck at others. I'll put it that way.
All right, so you're a certified electrician?
480 certified.
You can make all kinds of money.
I know. I just please, I will show you I can do this. It's just losing the house and the car
You've
and all
already
this.
showed me you can't do it.
I didn't
Right.
have. I wish I had more help.
You have more skills for employment purposes than 95% of the people who sit in that chair.
I understand, sir, I know.
And you're doing nothing about it.
I regret that horribly. And I know it's a waste, and I'm falling behind on child support, and I know I'm just fucking I know I'm making excuses, but I need to do this. I don't have any, I have to do this. I can't.
What's the problem with your driver's license?
I have one speeding ticket in Mentor. It's $300. All I have to do is go to Mentor at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday and set up a payment plan, and my license is good. That's all I have to do.
Okay.
That's all I have to do. Very simple.
How long have you had to do that?
Since I got out.
Okay. You didn't do it.
Nope.
Did you plan on doing it?
I need to do it, yes.
You gotta stop planning, man. These
I
plans
need to
don't
do
mean
it. I
shit.
know. I need to take action. I understand that. I understand that. It's just when I got out and then losing the place and losing my stuff, I know that's just an excuse, but it just set me off and it was a problem, and I was doing my best to try to put the pieces I could back together, to hold it together, to move on and get shit done.
Okay, so with all these problems you have, and all this lack of money you have, why are you smoking pot?
It was a stupid gas station sorry, Your Honor. It was one of those stupid gas station things.
What?
The little vape pen things.
Why did you buy the vape pen from the gas
Because
station?
I quit smoking cigarettes when I got out, and I bought one of those vape pen things. Stupid. I didn't even think about it. I don't know why I
They
did.
sell marijuana in vape pens at gas stations?
Yeah,
Which gas station is that? Sheets?
all of them. I don't know. I didn't think about it. I
thought
quit
you had to
cigarettes
go to
and
dispensaries for marijuana.
nope.
No?
Stupid choice. I know. I'm an idiot. I didn't even think about it. That's why I was like, oh, I'm clean. I didn't do anything. It just totally blanked. Stupid.
So how long have you been sitting in here this time?
Over a week now. Again. So I really don't want to repeat what I just went through. I'm just asking you. I will show you I can do this. I just need one opportunity. I don't want to start over again. I just got a place. I don't want to lose it again. It's like
Where is the place?
Akron, Ohio, 76 Franson Avenue, Akron, Ohio. It's the only place I could get short term. I took out a loan to get my car back. I used the rest of the money to try to get that place. That was the only thing I could do.
How'd you get arrested?
I went to the grocery store, came out, and the sheriff was sitting behind my car. And I said, oh, sorry. And he said, you know you got a warrant? And I said, yep. He said, can I search his car? I said, yep. He went through the car, blah, blah, blah. And then I was in Akron, so he was like, do you want to sign over your indictment waiver or whatever? And I was like, yeah, just send me to Lake County. And Lake County came and got me. So I signed the waiver and all that stuff. I knew I was going to come. I wasn't running. I wasn't hiding. It was just a matter of time.
Well, you were hiding from her.
Well, I panicked because I knew I had already messed up. I knew being homeless was a problem, and I knew leaving Lake County was a problem, so I messed up.
And you thought, I can probably get away with this forever.
No, oh yeah, right. Obviously that lasted, what, 2 weeks, a week? That's stupid thinking. No, I knew I was going to have to deal with it. I just was trying to get as much together as I could in the positive direction. Your Honor, I know I can do this. It's just, if setbacks happen in life, it's just like you said, I have to take more action than planning. I can plan all day, but unless I do the action, nothing is going to get done. Just like the job, just like you wanting me to get the psych evaluation, I understand that. I can do this. I've done it before. I made a mistake.
Are you trying to talk me into believing you can do it, or talk yourself
No,
into
I
believing
know
you
I can do it. I'm trying to prove to you that if you give me the opportunity, I can show you I can do it. And like you said, I'm 34. I shouldn't be here. I got child support. I got kids. It's not what I pictured my life to be.
All right, I'm gonna keep you on community control, 7 days, credit for 7. Same terms as I told you, April 15th, 2.5 months ago. Megan, anything else?
Is the defendant permitted to live in Akron?
Yeah, he can live in Akron. He
Can
can.
get back for decision points?
Yeah, as soon, I will.
He's gonna get
The
that license.
The
And then
license.
he's gonna be able to get back and forth to do
Yes.
what he's supposed to do.
License
It's gonna be a
first.
pain in the ass, but he's gonna be able to do it.
Yes,
All right, stop planning, start acting.
acting, do it.
All right, sir.